Because we love survivors. We love to overcome things. We love to triumph and conquer and all that. And people support that.
He's like kind of like a Robin Hood figure. Like, I'm doing this for you and I'm willing to die for you now. And that was a huge, like, whoever did this or...
Because it didn't scare him.
No, that's like the fist pump. It was like, I'm shot in the ear, but fuck off, you know?
Yeah, you fucking missed.
Most people would like whimper away, you know, surrounded.
Go into shock, right? Or fall. He did fall because he obviously...
Or
that's what you do.
I don't know if he fell or went down.
Well, not fall. He went down. He went down to, like, not get hit. But then he got right back up. So I feel like a lot of people would have stayed down, but in shock. Oh my God, I'm getting shot at. He heard the rounds, you know? And that motherfucker stood right back up. Was like, keep coming, you know? Like.
And there's audio. He says, let me get my shoes. Because I guess they took his shoes off when they were tending to him.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a medical.
Must be.
But he says, give me my shoes. And then it's like, that was like in history, that's going to be like this weird moment.
I can't see it being a setup on like Trump. And you know how like people they
inside job, you mean, kind of thing?
Well, more like, okay, let's do this. Let's right. But what I'm trying to say is, okay, like within the Trump campaign, like I don't think that they would have came up like, oh, let's do this and it's gonna get voters. You know,
people are
because there was 2 people shot and there was 1 person killed. I just don't think Trump would knowingly allow for other people to possibly get hurt. What do you think?
Well, the sacrifice of the few is good for the many.
Because that's very common, right?
Sure. We're like ants to a lot of people. It's like you step on a few, what the hell? Mm-hmm. Keep going. It's for the betterment of all. And
it is just a little weird how it went down. So it had to have been an inside job of some sort. But who the fuck was his kid, though?
His what?
The kid who shot him.
Well, they don't know much about him yet. I mean, stuff's just coming in and they're leaking it slowly. And he was some 20-year-old from Pennsylvania, about 20 miles away, lived there his whole life. And he supposedly donated to... He was a registered Republican, but he donated to the Democratic Party. All kinds of... I mean, like, they're just putting...
They're confused.
Well, they're confusing
that whole party?
Us.
Yes, because how the fuck do you do that? Do you just switch team? That's what I'm trying to understand is... Okay, so you were a Republican, you were Team Trump. He looked like a fucking Trumper. When you see him, or even the person that they thought he was, like, okay, he doesn't look like he's part of the LGBTQ.
Well, he looked kind of nerdy.
He looked nerdy, but he didn't look like somebody that's for Biden, though. When you see Biden ralliers, they're like angry fucking lesbians, dyke-looking bitches trying to take you out all the time. You know, like he looked...
According to social media, yeah. I mean, they put out their best foot forward, I guess. I don't know. But who knows why shooters do these things? It's just like, I don't know. And thank God I don't know, because I'm not a shooter.
I wish they kept him alive. I would have liked to at least hear what the fuck he was thinking. You know, because it could have very well... There's a lot of, mental health issues going around.
Yes.
It could have even been... Nothing. It could have been, the voices in my head told me to do it, you know?
Well, I think he was driven by all the rhetoric that's been put out by both sides. Like, Trump's a Nazi, Trump hates this, Trump hates that. Trump was saying stuff like, if I don't win, there's going to be hell to pay, kind of, all kinds of shit from both sides. But mostly on the left, they're like, Trump is this, Trump is that, Trump is this, Trump is that. That's their whole topic is Trump. They don't talk about how we're going to fix things. It's always, we're going against a felon. And so all this rhetoric, and that affects like weaker minds, you could say, you know what I mean? It influences them.
Yes, absolutely.
And then if they're a little off balance to begin with, and then you get
he
that
looked
stuff
like something was wrong with him, for sure. He didn't look right.
And both his parents were supposed counselors of some sort. That's what I read.
Yeah. Counselors, therapists, doctors, they have issues.
Of course. That's why they get into the profession to fix themselves.
They're not... I don't know. But they sometimes need help, too. So I can only imagine. Look at that. 2 people who are counselors. He fucking raised his son who tried to take the president out.
At 20 years old, too.
At
That's
20
pretty
years
young.
old. That's a bold fucking move right there. That was like a suicide mission.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's no way of getting out of that. And at that age, too, 20, that's so young. My God, Yeah, so the shooter was some nerdy dude, but we were just discussing this whole issue of
pedophilia?
Yeah, and child trafficking and stuff, because it doesn't seem to be an agenda for any of the candidates except for Trump. I mean, he kind of mentions it, but for the most part, it's not even talked about except
on social media.
Yeah.
It was an outrage on social media with Disneyland, food companies, and so many different celebrities. My goodness, the whole Epstein list.
Oh, God, yeah.
Supposedly Trump is on there. So there was something that came out about him raping some young girl, having another girl watch and being gross. Okay. Why wasn't that said when this first came out? It's like some random fucking person just came up with this video and I have disclosed documents or whatever.
Well, I think a lot of people are using AI, which is getting more advanced as we speak, and I've seen a lot of made up videos of you put someone's head that on some porn star and it's hard to tell, and then the voice thing too. And in about 5 years, it's going to be, you won't be able to tell. I mean, it's that close now, so.
It's crazy. It's almost like if you get in trouble for something nowadays, you just, well, it was AI. That's not really me.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think of that.
I'm going to say that when someone tries to expose me for something. That's not me. It's AI. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
I don't know who that is. It looks like me, but it's not me. But anyway, so what do you think the ramifications of this assassination attempt? Oh, and speaking of that, too, even the mainstream news were saying loud pops heard at news rally. They were trying to diminish what we all saw live on TV. There were already...
Oh, instead of saying gunshots were fired at
there were some
President
loud
Trump's
bangs
rally.
Trump falls on stage. All kinds of misinformation, obvious.
Well, that could be clickbait, too. They want to keep their viewers chiming in or whatever. So let's put just a little bit out. Let's not put everything out.
They have to put something out.
Something.
But the way they put it out, they were trying to diminish what actually happened.
Yes.
Which
is wrong. I mean, our president got shot the freaking heck up. 2 people, 1 person died.
Right. Well, 2, the shooter too.
Yeah. What do I think about this? I don't think this is good. This is kind of scary. I feel like now it's probably triggered more people to want to come up or out and attack and harm our president.
Yeah, because we seem to be like a fad-driven culture.
Sheep,
you remember when
a bunch of fucking sheep?
When they had freeway shootings, all of a sudden it was a fad.
Really?
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know, 20 years ago, there'd be these series of freeway shootings, and then all of a sudden you'd hear about it every day.
Oh, okay.
It became like a fad. And then the car chase things too, people running from the cops, that became a fad.
Okay.
Because you get on TV, you get chased, and
people stealing from department stores at the mall. Everyone.
It's a fad. I'm even tempted to do that. My God, it seems so easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are a nation of sheep, and it's sad. But
then a lot of people too, they're switching back to Team Trump because of what happened. The past few years, you've been bashing him. Trump is a racist. Trump this, Trump that. Now we're Team Trump again. The fucking votes are going up. What the hell?
Well, yeah, I can't wait to...
how people are. It's insane.
To see the next polling numbers, how they, it's going to be... And then poor Biden, I feel sorry for Grandpa there.
Why? He's a fucking weirdo.
Well, because...
He's a pedophile.
Well, that's debatable, but the poor thing is up there on stage, and he should not be doing what he's doing, and somebody's pushing him to keep doing it. And it's almost like elder abuse, like you see in nursing homes. Somebody
but he deserves
like
it. There's a reason why his life is ending up that way.
True.
You can't interfere with karma.
You're right. We do put ourselves in these situations, and sometimes you get so deep you can't get out.
Yeah, and I definitely used to believe the whole, respect your elders type thing, help them, whatever. Be patient. Not anymore. I feel like I've met enough old people to know
that they're still fucked up.
Yes. And actually just being old is an excuse to be more fucked up.
True. Good. Well said.
I'm not with it. I don't give a fuck. If you want to come at me being disrespectful with your views and whatnot, I'm going to be disrespectful right back. I don't know. Now I'm like thinking about old people. They're just weird sometimes. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, they're set in their ways. But sometimes people never learn. So they continue to get worse as they age.
Right.
Like a batch of bad wine or something. It's not good anymore. It's getting worse. But there are people that fix themselves or work on themselves and become really beautiful people.
Yes.
Because they figured that it's not the people out there, it's me. And if I change me, then those people will kind of change too,
Yes.
But anyway, let's finish this up. And so what do you think is going to happen? Do you think Trump's going to get more popular or from this?
Yeah, he's going to be suited and booted up probably in some like Roman emperor type gear next time we see his ass. He's going to be ready to fight. He's ready for war. He's going to take this country under his wings again, get us the fuck out of the situations that we're in.
It's going to be tough. Because we're pretty deep.
Tough, but I think he's confident.
Yeah. Oh, and I think this just fueled his confidence way up.
Oh, yeah. He's got a big ego.
And there was even, in the debate, he said, look, I didn't want to do this again. I'm losing,
I love that. He could be on vacation right now.
Yeah, I could be sipping on a Chi-Chi in Florida somewhere, But I want to do this because I see what's going on and it's bad and I want to fix it. And I thought
that's what's going on here. He saw they're fucking up, right?
Yeah.
So now he needs to intervene. So he's pissing people off outside because they want to push the agenda that Biden is trying to push.
Well, I think he's doing the right thing because when people get pissed off, you're stepping on toes and you're going to mess with their money or their agendas. And nobody likes that.
And we've got a lot of stuff going on with the pharmacy company, pharmaceutical shit, and the LGBTQ community, pedophilia. What are people trying to say? Oh, he's trying to turn us into a communism country?
Fascism.
That's like...
Well, if you look at history, I think it was like Germany in the 20s and 30s, they had the cabaret and anything went. Sex was rampant. They had these shows, drinking and drug use and all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then the backlash came. The people that just wanted to live normal lives were viewing this. And so a fascist regime came in, which is a total backlash against what it was. And it became authoritarian and then the Nazis. But if you look through history, like Rome fell because they had an immigration problem, they had an economic problem, all kinds of stuff. Their borders were too big to secure. We're
heading down that route, it sounds like.
They had a few bad emperors that made bad decisions, and history repeats itself. And we seem to be on that road of like, oh shit, if we don't do something, we're screwed. Mm-hmm. Or in a more colorful term, we're fucked.
Yep.
Anyway, so
comment how you feel about what's going on. What do you think? What's going to happen? Why did this happen?
So many questions. No answers.
Who are you voting for?
Yeah, you could say
Let
that.
us know down below.